What'd you do with her?
She's back there.
Oh, okay. Hey, here we are.
Yeah, we got the mail out back there.
With the shirts and all the everything.
Yeah. Made the shirts today. The shirts look good.
Yeah.
Real good.
And Pookie decided that she's going to try and swim through all the pile of envelopes.
Here. Show a shirt.
Okay, but you have to put you could have worn the one that we made for you. That probably would have been easier.
Here.
But, you know. Wow, this is like really lagging. It's even lagging on my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pookie's trying to...
Can we see it? Can we see it? Yay, there it is.
Yeah.
Super cool, right? Yeah.
Yeah, let me see if I can get it up closer to the camera. Yeah, Pookie's trying to swim in the whole fucking mail out.
Also, I'm not sure which shirt it was, so this is fun. But Pookie licked one of them when I was putting them all in the envelopes. Like I had the pile of shirts and I had the pile of envelopes. And then I looked up when I was getting the next one to fold and she was licking it. And I was like, okay.
So we got this huge mail out back here. All the envelopes ready.
Yeah.
And Pookie's back there trying to swim through all the envelopes.
Yeah, she's very excited. She was very excited that I had the t-shirt box open as well. She was jumping in and out of it like Jackie Chan.
This one's Justyn's.
Yeah. Just, put that back. What are you doing? Oh, now she's laying on her back just next to all the...
In the mail. Okay, so...
She wants to mail herself somewhere, I guess.
Yeah. So we got the first design printed out. We're going to do a couple more because some people are getting some extra ones.
Yes, we got to do that tomorrow, but then we're going to mail them. We're going to do, I think I only have 3 more to print, and then we'll mail them tomorrow probably.
Okay.
So yeah, before we get started talking about the movie, this is like really, look, it's like really lagging on mine today too. That's really weird. I've never had that happen before.
I'm watching it live. It's lagging.
Maybe I should, well, yeah, it's like, but normally it's not lagging like on my laptop, but today it is. So it's like, I'm going to try not to look at it because
there's a whole bunch of comments.
Oh, thank you, Matt. Thank you
very much, Matt.
Yeah, a Pookie licked shirt is worth a fortune. That's what I said. It's like, I don't know which one it was. Like, I don't remember which size one it was. That because I just looked up and saw her licking it and I was like, okay, fair enough. I was like, so it's like the Pookie licking lottery. So one of you is getting a shirt with Pookie lick on it. I'm not sure which one it is. All right. So before we get started talking about the movie, we wanted to give another shout out to Louis Hernandez.
Yeah.
Who sends us movies all the time. So sent us like one package, I think it was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Had like Ghostbusters.
Or Ghostbusters 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Which we didn't have that one.
Which is awesome. Look, it comes in like a little book and stuff. Isn't that rad?
And then I was in there watching Predators because Oliver Harper fucking did a review on Predators yesterday. And I said, I want to see that one. So I was watching it. And what came in the mail is another one from Mr. Hernandez.
That's right.
And it's all of them. All the Predator ones. And I have them all already, but I don't have this set.
You don't have that set, though.
And 2 things are going to happen. One, that'll condense to, free up more room.
Yeah.
And Predator 1, okay, I have the Ultimate Hunter Edition, which some people say isn't a great transfer. And it could be that the Predator 1 is a better Blu-ray transfer.
Yeah.
If that is Blu-ray, isn't it?
Yeah, if that one's newer, then I imagine.
Right. So
probably a better
that's probably all the updated transfers and extras and shit. So, man, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Louis. That was pretty awesome. All right. So, movie we're going to talk about today. This was a nice little surprise, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a good movie.
This actually just dropped on Shudder, just probably like a week ago. I think I noticed it. I guess what ended up happening with this, like from what I could determine, was that I think it premiered at Fantastic back in November of 2019, I believe. And then like it didn't look like it was going to get a distributor, even though it got like really good reviews and seemed to be like a crowd pleaser at the festival. But it so happened that Shudder actually picked it up and we got to see it. And like I said, I just picked it because it was new. It's actually a Thai film. Yeah. And it's called The Pool.
Yeah. And it's all in Thai.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because there's not a lot of dialogue in it. And the story is very simple. Dude damn fucking ends up getting stranded in about a 30-foot pool and there's no way out. And there's a damn alligator in there with him.
It's a crocodile.
It's crocodile alligator. I call it shit alligator. I know they're different. And the alligator doesn't look real, but it doesn't matter. It's real enough. And so much cool shit happens in the movie, him trying to survive. And I can't spoil it, but this movie fucking had you fucking rooting for the guy. It's a old school flick.
It kind of like reminded me, because remember that one we saw, the Sam Raimi produced one, Crawl?
Yeah.
That was just like, it's almost the same setup as that, in the sense that it's kind of like a very simple concept. It's one location.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have, like I said, the only thing that I would say in the negative column was, yes, in some shots, the crocodile, like the CGI doesn't look all that real.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And it's like, it's really not all that bad. It really doesn't look real, only in parts where like, it's kind of like close up with somebody, or like attacking somebody.
Yeah.
I feel like they might have used a real crocodile for the far off shots, because the far off ones, like where they just had it walking or whatever, that looked like a real crocodile, but the close up ones, not. So it's still really good CGI. It just wasn't like perfectly, so I'm like just nitpicking. But the best thing about so the thing is that there's a guy named Day, and I guess he's like some low level, like he works on a film set or something. I think what they're shooting at the beginning is a commercial, right?
Yeah, it's a commercial, and it was going to be an underwater shot of this girl dressed up like a damn clown in a fucking gown underneath the water, swimming around, laying on a couch. They had a damn couch underneath there and everything.
In the pool.
They made him go down there and fucking do things with lighting, I think it was.
Yeah, I think he was a lighting guy.
Right.
So they were shooting this commercial, and he had the dog. His dog Lucky was like, he was the dog wrangler as well.
Yeah. And
so I guess what ended up happening was that after the commercial shoot, they were shooting, it looked like sports center or something. So it was like an Olympic sized pool. It's a really big, really deep pool with like a bunch of those like high diving boards.
Yeah, and it didn't have a shallow section. The whole thing was deep.
It was just all deep.
And there's no ladder in or out of it. And after the shooting, he was fucking around on a damn rubber raft, floating around out in there, getting ready to get off work. And he was waiting on something with his girlfriend. And somebody fucking opened the pool and drained it. And he fell asleep, and it drained all the damn water.
Yeah, because he knew that it was getting drained, because his friend was like, oh, I'm going to like put the drain on the pool and just clean up everything after you leave.
Yeah.
And I guess he was just like, yeah, whatever. And he just fell asleep. So he didn't realize how much time had gone by. So by the time he woke up, there was still a lot of water in the pool, but it was too late for him. He couldn't reach the edge to get out.
Couldn't reach and pull himself up, man.
Yeah.
And one thing leads to another. And then it's like, about an hour and a half of this fucking crazy ass fucking survival adventure / horror of him trying to get out of this damn pool, and the dog's there and an alligator's there. There's a lot of fucking badass shit happens.
And his girlfriend is there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spoil how that happens.
One thing leads to another. And shit's frustrating as fuck because you can't get out of the fucking pool. And it just, every time you think maybe he's got a way of getting out, it's like, no. And then I'm not going to fucking spoil it, man. It's fucking.
The best thing about this movie is that it just kept, because I told him, we were joking about it.
Yeah.
I told him, I said, this should be called Fuck My Life, the movie, because it just seems like every time, like it seemed like it couldn't get worse. Like it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And it just kept like turning the screws, like to the point where it was, I'm going to use the word, it was ridiculous, but not in a bad way, like in a rather awesome way where you were just like, oh no. And like a couple times, like when a couple things happened, I wasn't even drinking or anything, but a couple times when something happened in it, I was just like, oh no. I was just like, oh shit, that poor guy. So it was just kind of like that. You really, really felt for the dude because it was just so frustrating. I mean, I think you even like jumped up off the bed one time. It was like, fuck this movie. Fuck this movie. It's just like, because it was just so.
Yeah. It's almost weird. It's almost kind of like a Twilight Zone episode.
Yeah. You felt so bad for it.
And what I did like about the movie is that there wasn't any kind of fucking hokey messaging in it or anything like that. It's just kind of an old school movie, and with a fucking blatant product fucking placement from Pizza Hut. For the very beginning, it tells you basically like brought to you by Pizza Hut. And then they get the Pizza Hut fucking out of the way. And it had me laughing. You know what I mean?
It did, yeah,
the Pizza Hut plug.
I'll tell you what, it wasn't because I'm going to say, like, as soon as the movie came on,
yeah.
like, you know, where it has like all the production company
Sponsors,
logos, it had like the Pizza Hut
symbol
logo, like next to one of the production company things. So I said, oh, this is going to be like a big long Pizza Hut commercial.
Shit ton of Pizza
so
Hut.
It actually wasn't. They did have like obviously like a little bit of a Pizza Hut thing where like a guy came to the pool to like deliver a pizza that had been called for earlier.
Yeah, that was cool though.
But it figured into the plot like later on. So it wasn't like completely egregious. And that was the only time they did it. It wasn't like everybody was like pizza this, pizza that.
But what was funny is that it was unabashedly a fucking Pizza Hut plug. And fucking the tone was perfect. It was like, here comes the Pizza Hut plug. Yeah. And you're like, okay, hey, Pizza Hut. It had you fucking laughing, you know. I was going like, I could use some Pizza Hut. I was thinking
it worked.
I could use some Pizza Hut.
Well, the thing is, like, if a corporation is going to pay for part of your movie, which I'm assuming the Pizza Hut did in this since their logo was in the beginning, that seems to be the best way to go about it because they weren't trying to hide or being sneaky. No. They made a little bit of a gag about it. It did actually factor into the plot later on. You know, the pizza being there, like the pizza guy leaving it there, like that did actually matter to the plot later. So it wasn't just like, and they didn't do it through the whole movie. It was just that one time. Yeah. So I didn't really mind it. It wasn't like a thing where what was that one horrible movie from the 80s, Mac and Me, that was just
where they
like
kept showing the Pepsi label.
It was just pretty much a big long McDonald's commercial.
McDonald's, that's what it was.
Like half the movie took place in fucking McDonald's, and Ronald McDonald was in there, and it was like fucking dancing in McDonald's and out in front of McDonald's.
It's an ET ripoff.
And it was like, it's awful, but it's like really, really funny. And actually, the newer MST did it. I think they did it on the first episode of The Gauntlet, and that was like one of the funniest.
No, that was a perfect plug. If you gotta plug it in the movie, fucking make it enjoyable.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. It didn't bother me at all. I just thought it was very funny. But yeah, it's like it didn't really have, there wasn't like a huge amount of dialogue. There wasn't a huge amount of backstory. Like pretty much the only thing that was like a backstory was that, he had a girlfriend named Coy, and she was, pregnant, or like, he didn't know she was pregnant like at first. And so it seemed like the whole movie was kind of like him like accepting fatherhood, I guess, too. But that was kind of like kept to a minimum pretty much. And it just kind of like gave him impetus to get out of this horrible situation. But I mean, this is the way you make a monster movie, just in one location
for
with
no money,
essentially two characters and a dog. Yeah. And I'm gonna say right now, if you get upset at at bad things happening to dogs, then
it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
I got upset.
It's not that bad. It played in with the movie. The dog was the hero.
It did.
The dog was the hero. The dog,
but it's still kind of sad.
You just gotta see. Yeah, you just gotta see.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna say, if that's really gonna bother you,
it wasn't unnecessary cruelty or anything. It wasn't like fucking cannibal Holocaust or anything.
Let's just kill a bunch of animals with a camera.
Yeah, let's kill a bunch of animals on screen.
It wasn't like that.
It wasn't like that.
But
and it's obviously not a real dog.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm just saying. I was kind of like, oh no.
Yeah.
But that was pretty much. This is really the way you do it, because you cared about this guy, you cared about his girlfriend. You could imagine being, even as the situation got more and more like, oh my God, like fucking really, the universe hates this guy, because every time it seemed like he had some kind of triumph, like something like even worse would happen, and it was just like horrifying. So it strained credulity, but not in a bad way. Like there was nothing that was just like outlandish.
No, it just kept topping itself.
Right.
But that's what this movie was.
Yeah.
It's not a dialogue driven movie. It's all fucking physical adventure. So it has to. Yeah. And it has to do what it did. And it's taking place just in a damn swimming pool.
Yeah.
So how are you going to make that exciting? Well, they're going to show you how they made that exciting.
Yeah. And they did a fucking great job.
Kind of reminded me of something that would be like a Stephen King short story, like Survivor type. Remember the books?
Yeah.
Kind of like something like
where that guy started like or like desert island started like eating
the raft
himself.
Or like the raft where you can't get off the damn fucking raft out in the middle because the monster will get you. Yeah. Something kind of like that.
Yeah, this was basically like that. It's just basically almost the whole thing, other than a couple of flashbacks, take place in the bottom of an empty swimming pool.
Yeah.
And there's a crocodile there, but there's other shit happening too. It's not just the crocodile.
Yeah.
So this guy has to like think of all these things like to try to get out of this pool, to try to keep from getting eaten by the crocodile. The
crocodile is just one factor.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it good, because every time, you know, and he's not a dummy. Like he actually like, you know, tries to do shit, tries to figure shit out.
Yeah.
Like to get out, like pretty much the whole time he's like thinking of like, oh, maybe we can do this, maybe we can do that. And it, you know, just the fact that it keeps going. Thank you, Nico.
Thank you very much, Nico.
Thank you, Nico Cat. Just the fact that everything he does, like either fails or makes something worse or something like that. And it's just so it made it like, I want to say frustrating, but not frustrating in a bad way. It was like a really, really fun watch because it was almost funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like, because I was just like, oh, you got to be shitting me. Like now this is happening.
Right.
But it was funny in that way, just for the ridiculousness factor. But it was, you know, also you felt super bad for the dude because, you know, we've all had days like this where it just seemed like nothing goes right. And like, so it seemed like that, but like to the nth power.
Yeah.
So you really could relate to the dude and you felt really bad for him. And then like, but you know, by the end, you were just like, if he had like some little triumph, you were like, yay, you know what I mean? So it's like, this was like a really, really well done, you know, horror thriller, I guess I would call it, kind of a creature feature too, because of the crocodile, even though there was other shit going on as well. Yeah. But, you know, just a really fun movie. I can see why it got, you know, a real good response at Fantastic Fest. I guess like a lot of people saw it. And
I haven't seen an American movie like this in a long, long time.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's similar to Crawl, but I think I liked this better.
Crawl was the one about the damn alligators underneath the damn house, right?
Yeah, like during the hurricane.
Yeah, I didn't really like that one.
Yeah, that one, it was all right.
Okay.
It was all right. This one was a lot better just because it was a lot tighter, a lot more focused.
Yeah.
A lot more willing to just kind of keep ramping up, just abusing like the main character, like, but in a way that you felt really bad for him.
Right.
And you know, so I think that was like really, really effective, like the way they did that. And I had a fucking blast watching it. I mean,
yeah, well, it wasn't just abuse though either. Remember, he was having moments of triumph and fucking rising to the occasion.
It was a roller coaster
trying to
ride.
do fucking heroic shit, you know, trying to save himself and save other people. It's just got to see it. It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I mean, and the Mango Badger was saying earlier that he's going to add this to the Shudder list.
Because, definitely.
Yeah, definitely, I mean. And, you know, like I said, Shudder doesn't sponsor us. We don't get paid by them or anything like that. I pay for a subscription like everybody else does. But really, I mean, it's a really good service. I mean, it's really very well curated. And I like that they have a lot of classics on there. They also have a lot of foreign horror that I might not have even heard of or seen, like this one. You know, because like I said, I feel like this didn't even...
It's the Netflix of horror.
It really is. And, you know, like I said,
I think the English system and the UK version of it has gotten better, I think. I think they added a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I heard that some people were like pissed off that it didn't have everything.
They were complaining that you couldn't.
Yeah, that it didn't have everything that we had. But I think they got it up to speed now.
Yeah. I mean, they don't have like zillions of movies. I mean, they don't have as many movies as Netflix. But the thing about it is
it's all the classics, though.
Yeah. I mean, but the ones they do have, they really do seem to have like, you know, a crew that is really good at like picking out the best ones. So they have like a really good combination of, you know, new shit, old shit. You know, and like cult classics and stuff like that. They always have like a really good mix of all that kind of stuff, even if they don't have like zillions of movies.
Karin saying, hit that like, please. That's right. Hit that like, please.
I know. I always forget to say that. Because apparently the more likes and comments and shit like that you get, higher up in the algorithms.
I think so,
algorithms you get.
Yeah.
So it's like, but I always forget to tell people to comment. And,
we forget to plug everything.
I know. Well...
We're just doing the show.
Well, the thing is, it's like we're just doing that. And it's like, I don't really have anything scripted ahead of time. And also, I have so many things going on.
Right.
And so many projects that I could plug at any one time because I'm always like working on 50 things at once.
Yeah, working on a book now, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm still, I'm working on...
How long's the stream been going
Faceless Villain Part 4.
Okay. Yeah. We could actually probably pretty much end this one, I think.
Yeah, because I think we don't
really want to spoil too much about the pool, but this is a good one.
Yeah, this is a real good one. I really, really liked this one a lot. Like I said, it's only like 91 minutes, and it just keeps on
Yeah.
No fat, no filler on it, no nothing.
Nope.
It's just basically just right out the gate. Just keeps on fucking with you the whole time. And it's just
no slow spots.
And I was just like yelling at the TV the whole time, like, oh no, you know what I mean? It was just like fucking terrible, but but a really good movie. But yeah, so if you have Shudder, I really recommend this. You might be able to rent it somewhere else. I'm not real sure. It might be a Shudder exclusive. I'm not real sure about that. But if you have Shudder, then definitely check it out because it is really, really worth watching. Really, really good film. And we will probably live stream again on Saturday.
Yeah.
Either a sidetrack or another movie. We'll see what we're going on. Alex Herrera says, I wish I had a fifth of your energy, Jenny. I don't really have a lot of energy. I just kind of.
Tammy says she's gonna go see it.
Yeah, it's just, it's really, really good.
Yeah, it's good.
I really recommend it. It's real simple. It's just fun.
It's kind of shit I like too.
Yeah. You don't have to think about it too much or anything.
No, it's good. You can drink and just go, oh fuck. God damn. Yeah. That's
exactly what it was. We were doing that the whole time. All right. So we'll talk to you guys again soon. Well, like I said, probably on Saturday. So thanks everybody for stopping by and thanks everybody that contributed. And we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, that's good. Sure, we made about 20.